On today's episode of Band Brawlers Radio, witness the electronic and hip-hop music takeover, featuring music by Evan Giia, Ben Russel, Curtis King, Ankou, 47 Eyes on Me, Ski Mask Jordan, Moon Boots, Sucker Punch, JC Sett, Zay Ridge, and more.
Ay, like hold up, this my theme song. Had to put the whole fam and the team on. Yeah. Ay, this that theme song.
You hit me in my soul. I fell down a rabbit hole, but I guess it's kinda nice to know we don't have control.
Today is a very special episode because today is the debut of Zay Ridge here on our show.
What's good, everyone?
Zay, we met in North Carolina, but you've been staying here in New York for a while, and we've been able to cook up a few times and make some really good stuff. So I'm excited to see what we're doing here. And why don't you just tell them about like where you're from and what you've been up to recently?
For sure. So I'm actually from North Carolina. I'm from a small town. It's called Lewisburg, North Carolina. And so I grew up there, and I go to NC State right now. And I actually go to school with Joey Zen, which is how I was introduced to these cool guys. We actually cooked up some really dope tracks over the last 2 months. And I'm not sure if they know about the tracks yet, but when they come out, just be prepared for the old school hip-hop to come back, like R&B. Like, it's really some tracks that really put me in a nostalgic mode from like the early 2000s. Even though I didn't grow up in the 90s, it still like puts me in the feel of that. And it's good to like bring back old music because that's like where, you know, the blueprint started. That's where the foundation was laid for like artists like myself, R&B and whatnot.
So what are we going for today?
So weekend house, weekend House of Balloons weekend though. Then we're gonna switch it to some house in between, and then go back to weekend and back to house. So it's gonna be a fusion between House of Balloons and like that new Drake album that everyone hates on, but like it's low key fire.
All right, you heard that weekend Drake house, but with a J.R.C. Zay flip.
Facts.
Not necessarily weekend or Drake. Okay.
I'm excited.
I think we could do that.
Yeah, for sure.
We can make that happen. For 4 of those, 4 different notes. Oh yeah, those first 2 are good. That's cool.
If that comes in there, just like spaced out like a couple of times here and there in the song, I think it'd be good. If you just throw it in there.
You looking fine tonight, I wanna see the rest. Call me home so I can put you to the test. We are not getting younger. You wanted to grab my hand so tight I can't let go. You like when it rains, but you love when it snows. I feel your heart beating through your pose. If we do this, we can get real close. We can get real close. I know you don't wanna let go. We can take it slow. I see the feelings you don't wanna show. I see the feelings you don't wanna show. Oh, but I know. I know. We are not sleeping tonight. We are not sleeping tonight. We are not sleeping tonight. Tonight, we are not sleeping.
and we're back on Band Brawlers Radio with some controversial guests here. I really felt really bad, guys, about what happened at the previous convention and the whole cake incident. For those of you at home who did not see, let's go ahead and roll a clip.
What do you mean I'm told? What is this? What?
Your birthday.
My birthday. My birthday.
Look,
It's not my birthday, you idiot. It's not my birthday.
You got the man a cake and it's not even...
So does that...
Look, calm down. We'll just...
You eat the cake. You eat that stupid cake as your last meal. You want to get in a wrestling ring with me? I will hurt you, little man.
This cake,
Give him the cake.
Oh no. Hey, look, Koloff. You know that was
so hard for this.
You understand that we...
I worked so hard to make this perfect for him today, and you ruined that for me.
I'm gonna kill you, you little bastard! I'm gonna kill
the whole party.
You
I
are
set
gonna
up
die!
tonight.
I swear before everything that this only Russian does, I will kill you!
Everything.
You are a dead little man!
I worked on this
A dead little man!
today.
So, of course, as we saw in that clip, things got a little heated
Embarrassing.
in our Band Brawlers match. You know, regardless of the result, regardless of what happened, I feel partially responsible for this. You know, I didn't...
Partially.
You kidding me?
First of all, it was not even my birthday. Why bring the cake?
Well, that wasn't on me. You gotta talk to your manager.
I mean,
talking to him. I'm not talking to you, Gun.
Oh.
Ooh. All right, well, this is embarrassing. I know I got it wrong I know I got it wrong last time, and I made up for it, you know.
Did you
And I
enjoy
know-
your time in the basement?
You know what? It's nice to see the sun, and I made up for it. I have my happy birthday
Do you
Koloff
want to go
hat
back?
here. No, it's been nice to come
It's
back to
still
my
not my
archives.
birthday!
I have it on my, it literally says today. I can't do this right.
It is not my birthday, you imbecile. Do you want to go back in the basement?
No, I don't. I like being out. I like to see people, and I like to interact, and I like to see you. I
Do
study.
you see my face right now? Do you see my face? My face is red. My blood pressure's going up. So cut to the chase,
Okay.
John, you little worm!
Alrighty, alright, settle down. Listen, I didn't just call you, both of you, in here to chat. I know we're all against each other in certain little ways here, but
It's
I actually called you in here, not just for a little apology on this. I wanted to,
Sure.
as a sign of good faith, I feel it's only right to actually reinstate both of you into the Band Brawlers World Championship Tournament. After thinking about it, how everything went down, and I know Tima, I know that's something you've really been wanting for a long time. And
Look, after everything that happened last time and the embarrassment that you caused, not just me, but the intelligent, very powerful Koloff in front of
And
the
very sexy, too!
and very, very sexy,
very
Koloff,
angry.
and very angry. Well, that's not my doing, that's yours. But that's something you will have to deal with. I will take this as the gesture of good faith right now, and I wanna say not thank you, because it's something that we deserve. It's something that we have now
shut up!
earned.
Shut your face right now. No.
Oh.
Yet. I see what this is, Gun. I see
He's
exactly
got this.
through you right now. I see exactly through what you're doing. No, yet, not happening. I'm not worried about this tournament. We do not accept, because I know what you're trying to do, comrade. You're trying to weasel your little warm body out of our eventual wrestling match. A wrestling match! I entered your territory. It's time for you to pony up and enter mine. Understand, we will have our match soon. Because if we do not have our wrestling match soon, and I mean very soon, then the only thing I'll be doing when I walk into that tournament is not picking up chords, but picking your corpse up and slamming it through a table.
Oh,
What's going on?
look
Play
at
the
the
cards.
time. Hey, it's a busy episode, guys. We're actually running overtime here. I'm gonna let you think on that, and I'll see both of you at
No,
the
I
M-Power World
want you to
Championship
think
tournament.
about it. I want you to think about it. You understand,
Sir.
the time is ticking. If you do not
Sir.
make this happen, I will. And I will end you!
And on that note, let's check out our next music segment.
To myself, you're so beautiful, more than a man could ever want, girl. Got me looking for cameras to see if I'm being pawned. Trying to take it slow, ain't no sense in lying to you or to myself.
Said something. I ain't had time. But today, I got time. You really better leave me alone. I ain't the one.
See the light, see the light. It's such a beautiful sight. See the light, see the light. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. We all have a road to travel. Sometimes we have to carry a heavy load, and things begin to unravel. When we look in the mirror, we see skin and bone, skin and bone. See the light, see the light. Such a beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Go into the light. Time to say goodbye. Go into the light. Time for you to fly. Into the Sometimes it's hard to handle, but we must accept and face the reality. When it's time to blow out the candle, when we look all around us, what will be, will be. See the light, see the light. Such a beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Time for you to fly into the light. Into the light. See the light, see the light. Such a beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight.
I'm here joined by my guest at this time, recording artist, SKII Mask Jordan. How you doing?
What's going on, man? Thanks for the opportunity, man. What's going on?
I've been seeing your approach on social media, the way you've been building other artists up around you. I want to actually kind of talk to you about that
I
approach.
take that approach because, like, man, I feel like the artist community, we need each other, right? I think I think a horrible way to approach social media is Hollywood. You know what I mean? And it's important that we support each other and just uplift each other and encourage each other. And that just has been like a green light for my whole foundation, man. Just supporting other artists, building relationships, man. And I highly recommend it for every other artist out there.
Like you found people through that you take a step forward and actually collaborate with as well?
And most definitely. I've met a whole bunch of producers and artists. I actually have a collaboration project coming up real soon. But just taking that approach, actually being social on social media has changed the game for me. So yeah, I've been able to connect with a whole bunch of creatives, from video editors, videographers, artists, people that just draw. I just try to find as many ways as possible to connect with those people in a genuine way.
Actually, you mentioned you had brought in producers. I saw a little bit of what you posted online in regards to splitting profits with producers. I know a lot of people feel different things on that when it comes to how things are released and who gets that. I saw you had an interesting opinion on that. I wanted to get your take a little bit on that.
Yeah, I feel like everything should just be done fair. I mean, especially when you're on the come up. Like a lot of the producers I have that I work with now don't have any placements. No one's checking for anything that they're doing. And even me, like, I'm still on the come up. So I try to collab and everything. I try to make sure everything is just done fair. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times producers get overlooked, artists get overlooked. And it really just depends on the situation. But just like as where I am right now as an artist, as a creative, I feel like everything should be done fair. I just recently put out an opportunity for songwriters to collab. So I'm still trying to figure out how all of that's going to come into play. But I think it's very important that producers be treated fairly, as well as artists.
I think, especially when you're going down an independent path, this creator-owned aspect of it, where like all these creators get together and they own this piece together, I think is a tangible thing in an independent path, for sure. In regards to this album that's coming out, which I believe is releasing September 28th.
Yes.
Yeah, so Glory Day. I've been looking at your lyrics for the songs that you have put out for the album so far. And the biggest things I've noticed are the album has themes of triumph, overcoming obstacles. Were there stories that inspired you to get to this point to make that album?
Yeah, so like, man, it's been like a year in the process of creating this album. The first song is called On Frank's Grave. It's dedicated to my father that passed away in 2016 from cancer. So that song is like, man, through everything, like my dad was my biggest supporter, you know what I mean? And, I can remember, I can still hear him in my head saying, son, you can do anything you put your mind to. So that's kind of like the theme of the project is based around that. Like through everything I've been through, ended up being a high school dropout, college dropout, all these other things, man. Like through everything that I went through, I was able to persevere and just keep going. And I like, my hope for this project is that people will listen to it and they say, man, I can do anything I put my mind to. So yeah, man, there's a whole bunch of, I don't want to give it all the way at one time, but there's so much in this project and I feel like it's going to be a life-changing experience for the listener.
I guess for people curious about how this is going to sound, what would you say like your biggest influences are on the sound of the album itself?
Oh man, that's a tough one because like the entire project was produced around my vocals. I think the closest thing anyone said to me like that it sounded like to them was Whole Lotta Red by Playboi Carti, the production wise. I was originally working with another producer on the album. We finished the entire project. And at the end of the process, he said, man, I don't even want to work with you anymore. He said, I don't like it. I don't want to continue the process. And I kind of got discouraged about it. And I was like, all right, you know what? Prayed about it. I'm like, all right, God, if this is what you want me to do, I need you to work this out. And long story short, I ran into Track Ops, the guy who produced the entire album. And he was like, man, I love what you're doing. And I just want to be a part of it. And he produced the album. So it's futuristic. If I had to sum it up, I would say it's just futuristic, man. I feel like it'll be appreciated now and 10 years from now.
So I see you're a big advocate for artists actually needing to take time for themselves instead of always being focused on their craft. Do you feel like when you take time away from that, it actually kind of regenerates you?
Yeah, that's extremely important, man, to just step away for a little bit. I remember I used to get frustrated with myself for not being able to record a song every day. Like if I couldn't record a song or write a song for a day, I'd feel like I'd have writer's block. I'd be upset with myself. I get frustrated, you know what I mean? But I learned sometimes it's all right to put stuff down and come back, you know what I mean? With a different perspective, man. I'm back in the gym again. I'm trying to get my body right. So like, I might not record music for like a week or 3 days at the most. And then I come back with a whole new perspective, just feeling refreshed. And so, yeah, it's extremely important to just take a mental break every now and then.
And it sounds like you got the time for it, especially because I saw that you made a little hint about how you've actually recorded a whole other album that hasn't even been released before this one that's released. I mean, you're playing the long game here. I like that. That's really, really interesting. You've got this whole plan coming out here. I won't ask too much about the aspects of that other album, but I think that's an interesting approach to, I guess, just the future of how you're going to be planning things out. Like, you're already one step ahead, which is great to see.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to stay ahead of the game. I'm trying to pump out as much content as possible because I got people that actually care about what I'm doing. So it's like, man, I want to feed those people as much as possible, man.
You were featured in a No Brand Hip Hop article where you actually talked about how this journey began for you like a decade ago. I know your approach to hip hop and just making music in general is probably much different now as you come to find like more producers that you work really well with. What do you say has helped you the most growing over time? What have you learned like along the way?
Yeah, I think I've learned to fall in love with the process. And then I've learned also to embrace rejection. Like I've had people quit on me, you know what I'm saying? This has happened since the very beginning. And I think at any point, if I would have gotten discouraged, I mean, I've gotten discouraged along the way, but if I would have said, you know what, I can't even say that because I've done that too. I almost said if I would have said, this isn't for me, because I felt that way before, but I think my biggest thing has been falling in love with the process. I mean, sometimes you get a hit, some people get a hit and they go to the top of the charts. Some people have to play the long game. I think whatever your process is, I think it's important to just fall in love with it. And if this is what you want to do, just dedicate yourself to it no matter what. I mean, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have wins, you're gonna have losses, but the wins are gonna be worth it. You just have to keep on going.
There's a lot of truth to that, because if you're passionate about something, it's gonna make you feel a lot better about it when that thing works out. Even if it's a piece of that thing working out, because even those little results actually make people feel really good about what they're doing. In most cases, I would say.
Yeah, even this means a lot to me, man. This opportunity, I'm extremely grateful for it, bro. For real.
No problem. I mean, we talked, of course, before this. Really cool dude. I was excited to have you on the show. You actually sent in a music video that I want to play here on the show today before we head out. But everyone who's watching this, please go ahead, check out Ski Mask Jordan's social media. It's going to be linked in the description. Also, please go ahead and check out Glory Day, coming out September 28th. And one quick thing before we go out here, I saw you're also going to be played on BET Jams pretty soon.
Yeah. So the BET Clip It that I post on Twitter is just a part of my content rotation.
Gotcha.
So last year I was featured on BET Jams. Just a shameless plug. Shout out to my guy Sean the First. He co-produced City Girl's song Rodeo, and he did a lot of the baby's earlier work. He produced that record, and shout out to one of my brand managers, Sett. He actually set that opportunity up for me. He has a connection inside of Def Jam that helps get the videos ready for submission. We actually sent the video in, and they contacted us back and said, hey, we love it, we want to post it. So I just try to keep it in my content rotation, because personally, I don't know anyone else that had that opportunity. So it's kind of like a trophy for me. It's like, man, if I could do it, you could do it. But yeah, I try to just keep it in the rotation.
I got you.
It was dope.
I wonder what's next. Maybe XXL Freshman, if they're watching this. Maybe.
I'm ready. I got the work for it, so I'm ready.
That sounds good. All right. Well, hey, thank you for joining me on here, man. I really appreciate it.
No, thanks for having me, man. Let's build.
All right. Well, hey, this has been Ski Mask Jordan, and we're going to be going ahead and cutting over to Every Candle. Check it out.
Went on every candle. I wish a nigga would on every candle. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. I wish a nigga would on every candle. With God on my side, I can't be canceled. I got rich, yeah, and I got new, yeah. I got rich, yeah, and I got new. I wish a nigga would on every candle. With God on my side, I can't be canceled. I got rich, yeah, and I got new, yeah. I got rich, yeah, I got new, yeah. I know my daddy watching up in heaven and he proud of me. I'ma crack a smile for everybody that was down with me. I call that the sour face, Rolly with the big face. Jesus Christ, I know you're real. I watched my whole life change. They ain't look my way, now they act like they was down. They ain't know my name, now they act like they looked out. I feel like I'm Mike Jones, yeah. I feel like I'm Mike Jones. I feel like I'm Mike Jones. I wish a nigga would on every candle. With God on my side, I can't be canceled. I got rich, yeah, and I got new, yeah. I got rich, yeah, and I got new. I vibes, baby. I wish a nigga would on every candle. With God on my side, I can't be canceled. I got rich, yeah, and I got new, yeah. I got rich, yeah, and I got new. I wish a nigga would on every candle. With God on my side, I can't be canceled. I got rich, yeah, and I got new, yeah. I got rich, yeah, I got new, yeah.
While y'all wait for blessings to come y'all way, I've been talking to Yahweh.
Yes, I have.
Yes, Lord.
One-way conversations, not even hearing what God say.
Too fearful of the response, that's why I struggle all day. Yes, I do.
Yes, I have. But I digress.
Sun shines and I digest the food for thought that I've been blessed with protecting. Been blessed. Writing God's catalog, curating his collection. Amen. It's us.
It's us.
It's us.
Yahweh, no way, feeling on top of the world that they say like, okay, I pray, praying that I won't have to go obey, praying that I got a pleasing display, pray that my pictures what I portray, pray that my legacy don't decay, but I really ain't no matter one day, I like the rashes coming, I'm becoming a new me who doesn't make any assumptions, the angels humming, demons running, all it took was just a few deeper discussions, my brother really got my bag, they gon' hate, we gon' just smile back, don't retaliate, don't strike back, yeah, this show like, boy, just sit back.
It's my way to highway, been talking to Yahweh, it allows me to see. Yeah, Friday to Friday, I'm writing, commanding the light in the scene. Yeah, what's there to say? The summer is ours, for that I pray. All of the hours, still don't have time in the days. Expensive, just living with livable wages, but still I ball out to the days. And don't confuse that with complacence. Now I won't settle to the shine outrageous. Hollow on the cover, but I'm filling the page with themes and motifs. All of his symbols be guiding my moves like the waves. The ink of the sheets, he has more than unique, it's amazing. Feeling his light, so I always wear shades.
Okay, stop. Now that I'm here, better prepare for the blessings come out the near. Thicken the plot and let it be fair. Becoming aware, becoming with prayer. Open your eyes, cause Yahweh is here, yeah, yeah. It don't take conversation with the congregation to find the love inside. It just take time and patience. When your mind is racing, you must learn to divide and conquer. Your honor, your truth, your pain, your pride, and just go harder. Be smarter, find the God in you before departure.
Yeah. Find your way. Yeah. Lately I've been free and leaving my mind open. Getting back to me and attempting to be social. Living in the moment, not going through the motions. Cause I be lost when I'm out here floating. I know pride, I know broke, I know broken. I know highs, I know lows, I know hopeless. I don't cry, that don't mean that I'm soulless. It means I need solutions that are better than emotions. Who do you run to when you the pioneer? When you the trailblazer, but the vision isn't clear. And people giving advice ain't never been here. Always wanna drive the boat, but you ain't even learned to steer. By the way, I wrote these words inside my hideaway when I spent some time away, far from the cyberspace. Never underestimate some time away. It can turn a cloudy night thought to a brighter day. Yeah. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way. I
feel like I give the best advice to everyone except myself. It's like my mind goes blank when I need my help. I've been told I'm too strategic and need to leave it to Jesus. I'm always seeking a deeper meaning in things that are meaningless. This is my weakness, but part of my genius. If you delete ingredients, you will never see me again. Food for thought to get a taste. I wanna bring a friend. Friend tries to customize a dish, now it's different. If it ain't broke, then don't fix your mouth. If you don't own a hammer, don't fix my house. If that man got hope, then he gon' figure it out. Cause he don't do it for the cameras or the screaming the shouts. I feel closer to God when I isolate, clear-minded when I meditate. Can you relate? I watch them rat race in the microwave while I'm sitting here plotting by the fireplace.
I'm at my job, spitting bars on my break. Then I get home, smoke a jar, rest a shake. Looking timid cause I clock out in a minute. Tryna be what I'm finna cause I can't be late for the dinner table. Everybody tryna eat on what their journey takes them. Live in silence, never speak unless it's on the paper. I'm piling things that make me weak and cut your meat the razor. I'm tryna see my thoughts in panoramic. My go ride, I'm going manic. Take a shower when I'm in panic. Want a lot but didn't plan it. Get your books out, smarter revolution. Gonna make the bots look now. Haters I would take for granted. Resolve and don't resolute. Evolve like a festival. Cause this the renaissance. Don't ball like the rest of you. I'm an underdog, so I know what that pressure do. I done seen it so many times, like your favorite room. Just for now, working 9 to 5 is what I gotta do. But I'm fine, now I'm trying to find what's gonna make a boot. Juggling things up in my mind that be jogging. Keep my wit, eyes on the prize. Guess I'm two prophets and meant to be what they like, cause I'm being honest. Down this lonely road, holding by my tippy toes, trying to keep the motion slow. Once I realized there's so much to go, roam and go, venture out, hold in the clutch and doubt. Told me to go move out. Home is where the heart is for my brother Kobe. Rolling up this bud for my brother Kobe. Doing what I must.
Grow up off that shit you hear about in horror flicks. My portrait is gorgeous and my brain is a symphony of gore and wrist flicking, bored in the noise, so I'm destroying all my toys. Living life off liquor, so forgive me if I'm hard to follow. 100 milligrams of sertraline as a hard pill to swallow. He keeps his head straight when the sky falls around him. He tries to keep pacing the race to the finish line. He was hiding from the problems when that fucking bottle found him. Maybe life would be different if I lived in another time. Greatest of all time, this shit sweeter than a watermelon off the vine. North and south connected through a community online. This spew profusely till the usefulness combines. Check my rhymes. That's what you telling me. Every rapper might as well be on that check my melody. Grew up with the homies who only bartering felonies, and the 16 is a sentence that you getting indefinitely. It's back.
Dreary, delirious, delightfully unserious, with frightful thinking cut from cloth like cheese. My gooey bars melt into all the seams. I'm like a blob of memes, the Moe Guru Queen. Analysis is me. I gave you that whole scene. I gave you everything from lit theory to critical expertise. You can't relate to me unless you've built an entire community. You can't relate to me unless you actually care. You are prepared to give up everything, impairing your ability to be the hero that you wanna see. The the one that they don't know they want but need, the one holding the thing together as it's shambling, the aching motor sputtering to lift the world up on her shoulders, boulders in the road and curves that go under the tires, wired wrongly and inspired to try harder not to whine, and just to find the peace of mind to challenge myself and in time become the one I need to be for all of us to survive. We're dying all of the time. We're dying all of the time. We're dying all of the time.
I'm recording these lines before bedtime, reporting on why the life I live's mine. Enjoying my waifu and friendships. Party weekly, nothing to contend with. I didn't get online to glow up. I showed up to giggle, I bow out to grow up. It's a process though, it's stomach churning. Yo, makes you nauseous, calories burning. Slow, it's Herculean, the way my man's training. Bro, he'll walk for 2 miles and swears he ain't playing. No, me on the other hand, I ain't walking. Denzel did, but I prefer straight talking. I'm high as a kite in my home as I self-med some. You know I'm feeling quite right when she says I'm handsome. In the worst shape, it's really my worst trait when I'm in a fist fight and let loose burst from my weight. Handgun, nah, I bought a crossbow. Video games, nah, I got a dark soul. The hollering pig beast receives the boss blow. Costco bacons is where the dono berries go. Every day I wake up, there's updates so hilarious. 500 pounds caught in stereo, reminds me of a stereos. I'll pursue this nuisance music till it blares at most. Everywhere you go, my music prepares your ghost for every dose of misery that's waiting the day you overdose on self-indulgence, die and meet Satan. God bless the internet. Yeah. Let me say it. It introduced me to my fam. I'll unplug soon and trudge through these wastelands of sand. God bless the internet, man. God bless the internet. God bless the internet, man. God bless the internet. Amen. All the world is the world. One take. It's the world.
Recording these lines before bedtime. Recording on why the life I live's mine. Recording these lines before bedtime. Recording on why the life I live's mine. I'm recording these lines before bedtime. Recording on why the life I live's mine. I'm recording these lines before bedtime. Recording on why the life I live's mine. I'm recording these lines before bedtime. Reporting on why the life I live's mine lives. I'm recording these lines before bedtime. Reporting on why the life I live's
Back in this J.C. I ain't been quiet, bitch, I been working. J.R.C. make the beat and I'ma hearse it. Think you know me, I'm a whole different person. Swimming that pussy, don't come up the surface. Tense on the bends, I see when they looking. Tryna see Big Daddy Sett, but I'm tookin'. Married to money, I love it, and woman, I don't fuck with niggas that how you in booking. Ass trap hit confirming, my money straight, so she ain't curving. I don't love the game, I learned it. They ain't give me shit, this I earned it. In the Tesla and it's swerving, do it by itself, I ain't gotta turn it. Wasn't outside, y'all hermits, how you making noise, niggas ain't heard it.
Oh,
yeah.
That me? Swing through that bitch like arachnid, boy. That don't sound right, so the fact is, boy. The shit might go over your head, but the answers to my questions creeping like monsters, they under my bed. J.R.C. film gotta come with a set. Chop it up, gotta find time to direct. That's the initial effect. Attracted to things that'll make me feel all six my senses. Drifting Givenchy, common goals. Wanna ride in a Commodore, well it's empty, huh? Living that life where there's plenty of them. Woes, of course, and drinks of more, but let me stop fighting the force. Yeah, the good overcomes every time that I rhyme. Yeah, what else are your heroes here for? Yeah, I'm done. I know they didn't expect J.R.C. to hop in the booth, which is exactly why I did it. Just a little sprinkle on top.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Band Brawlers Radio. Be sure to follow us on our social media. Be sure to check everyone's Spotify links in the description like you always do. And remember, keep on making some cool shit. And if you do make some cool shit, send it to us because we might feature it on the show. If you got some music out there, I know there's people who watch this who've made some music we've become friends with over the past few months, so go for it. From us to you from now, this is Guy and Yimke, signing off.
Attracted to things that'll make me feel all six my senses. Drifting Givenchy, common goals. Wanna ride in a Commodore, well it's empty, huh? Living that life where there's plenty of them. Woes, of course, and drinks of more. But let me stop fighting the force. Yeah, the good overcomes every time that I rhyme. Yeah, what else are your heroes here for? Yeah.